Okay, as I mentioned about 2 weeks ago, not quite 2 weeks ago, but towards 2 weeks, this is my uh, door for the beer fridge, and you can look at all the different stickers that are here and try to see if you've been to these places. Most of them Pennsylvania, of course, and then the compass from north, south, west, and east. Weak in the midsection, like most men. I'm weak. There's not much from the Midwest, but that's going to change, hopefully, Lord willing. And then I talked about over on the side, I have some more beer stickers. These are some places I haven't been, that just friends that gave me stickers, but they're starting to also become places I have been because I've run out of room. So I promised before that I would show you the insides of the beer fridge. So let me do that right now. Now it's called the beer fridge, but it's actually much, much more than that. Okay, on the top shelf, we have seltzer, non-alcoholic seltzer. I was thinking yesterday that if I had to choose between beer and just regular seltzer with no alcohol, I'd have a really tough choice because I drink seltzer all the time. I try to limit my alcohol consumption to 3 days a week. Sometimes I'll have 4 like last week because of Bert's having that St. Bernardus on nitro. But in general, I think three drinking spouts a week and try to keep it to 3 or less. That's the goal. So this is just some seltzer I get at the local discount mart. It's not really that discounted though, unfortunately. They had some nice prices earlier in the year and over last summer, but these things are pretty much market price. Now this is the beer fridge down here. Now normally I try to organize it a little bit by style, but this is really, really IPA heavy. You probably recognize some stuff that's in there. I have some homebrew in there. The Wee Heavy, Scottish Wee Heavy. I have some Sierra Nevada Fantastic Haze Imperial IPA, so that's just top shelf, really, really good. I have some 21st Amendment stuff. I have some Victory. This Victory is a really, really good beer. It's a hop devil. I got that discounted at the local distributor because after expiration date. There's some Trogs 16-ounce bombers back there, Field Study, and I think Perpetual. I really like what Trogs been doing with those bomber cans. And then I have a lone Southern Tier that's allied with Victory. It's a Southern Tier double IPA. I think that's all I have in there. And I might have like a Guinness extra stout way back there left over from St. Patty's Day. So I also have some bomber bottles here. The local distributor had a really, really good price structure on these bomber bottles during last spring during COVID. They just couldn't get rid of this stuff. So man, normally these bottles will run $9-10 a piece, and I was getting cases per bottle for about $4. So they store well. A lot of them have been naturally fermented in the bottle. So that's that. I have some raw garlic from California. Watch your garlic these days. A lot of it comes from China and it's been bleached. There's no way that can be safe. There's no way that can be good. I have a friend that drinks decaf coffee, so when he comes over, I make him some decaf, but man, he hasn't been here in a while, so that decaf is probably even more awful than usual. And then I just have some garlic cloves in here for the bottom feature, which is called the E8. Let me pull this out. So, when I was a kid, most of our vegetables came out of a can, and it was nasty. The stuff was limp. So limp as a cooked noodle. And so my mom would just open up the can, dump the can in the saucepan, and 5 minutes later, voila! You have some really nasty, disgusting vegetables. And so I develop an antipathy for vegetables. But when vegetables are fresh or they're frozen and then you cook them, they're crispy, they're sweet, they're delicious. But I still don't like eating them. But yeah, like last night I had some curry and I threw some peas in there. So that E8 I drink weekly. Or I make it more than weekly. I make it like once, well, less than weekly, but once every 2 weeks or so. And I use reusable, like 8-ounce mason jars with reusable caps. And so I drink down one of those bad boys every freaking day, man, and it's delicious. Well, that's an overstatement. It's not bad. It's better than the vegetables my mom used to serve when we were kids. Every so often we'd have some fresh spinach or some fresh green beans or some fresh peas or some fresh corn, but anything out of a can that's been sitting around for a while, man, it's just denatured, disgusting mush. So I drink my vegetables for the most part using my Vitamix, which is up here. Okay, that thing is a beast. It is a beast. That would grind up logs. If you had to mulch some logs, it would work fine on that. So my beer fridge is more than a beer fridge, but I think it's great to have a separate dedicated refrigerator for beer, because then you can really stock up. It's a pain if you stick it in your regular refrigerator. It's always getting in the way of stuff. So it works out perfectly. Have had it for about 12 years, still kicking, doing pretty well. Every so often it has to be defrosted because it gets a big iceberg on it. So it's a good thing, and so that's the beer fridge. But like I mentioned, I like to have a full stock of beer at all times. I don't like to be running low on the brewski, but it's more just so it's available. You know, friends come over, or I want to have a beer, I'll drink one. But you know, like I said, to increase the appreciation, I try to stay away from it 4 days a week. And then one day, you know, starting on maybe Thursday night, I'll have a beer sometime. You know, it's either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Enjoy some beer after doing something worthwhile, something that deserves a beer. I don't like drinking just to drink. I think that's pretty existentially depressing, I suppose is the word for it. So maybe in a little bit of time, somewhere down the road, I'm going to be away next weekend at my dad's cabin. We're having a memorial kind of service, informal, for my uncle. His younger brother passed, not COVID related, but he passed recently. So we're going to do a little bit of a memorial and have a weekend of enjoying mountain biking, some food, some home brews that we've all made, and just hang out by the lake. So it's going to be fun. Really looking forward to it. But maybe in a week or two, I'll get into some of these stickers and places I like and why I like them. So anyway, have a good couple days until I see you again.